Jonathan Nicholas loved horses. He loved them, and every year he would go to the fair and he would buy more horses. And that is where I met him, at the fair. He came to my fortune-telling booth. There he stood in the doorway. He paused and then he said, "Good morning, fortune teller. I have come to have you tell me my fortune, just for fun." And he laid down his money on the table and sat down. But Jonathan Nicholas' fortune had no fun in it. I dealt out the cards, and there was the card of death. I looked into my crystal ball, and there again, death. I told Jonathan Nicholas what I had seen, and he said, "Everyone dies." But I said, "You will die before your time." "Well, where?" he said. "How?" I said, "I do not know. I just have one message for you. Beware of Bess." "Bess," he said. "I know no Bess. I know Mary. I know Anastasia. I know all kinds of other women, but I don't know a Bess. The only Bess that I know is my horse, Bess. My favorite horse, the horse that I learned to ride on. And she is old, and she is now out to pasture, and she would hurt no one." And so, fortune teller, I laugh in your face. "You are a fraud." And I looked at Jonathan Nicholas and I said, "It is not wise to laugh in the face of fortune." And he left. And I thought I would not see him again, but the very next year, there he stood in the doorway of my fortune-telling booth. And I said, "Why are you here, Jonathan Nicholas?" He said, "I came to tell you my fortune." He said, "I am alive. It is a year and I am alive. And Bess is no longer near me at all. She is no longer in my field. I have given her to my friend so that his daughter can learn to ride on her. This friend here," and he introduced me to his friend. "So Bess is nowhere near where I am. Beware of Bess." He said, "You are a fraud. I laugh in your face, fortune teller." And I said to him, "It is not wise to laugh in the face of fortune." The next year, once again, Jonathan Nicholas showed up at my fortune-telling booth, and once again he said, "I am not here to have you tell me my fortune. I am here to tell you my fortune. I have lived another year, and now," he said, "now," and he became sad. "Now, Bess is in a place where she can no longer get to me. Bess is dead. And so you see, fortune teller, you see, you are a fraud. And I will laugh in your face, fortune teller." And he did. And he did. And the next year, I waited for Jonathan Nicholas. He did not come. And at the very end of the day, a gentleman appeared in the doorway of my fortune-telling booth, and it was Jonathan Nicholas's friend. I said, "I have not seen Jonathan Nicholas." And he hung his head and he said, "And you will not. Last year, last year, after he came to your fortune-telling booth, he went with me back to my home where Bess had died, where we had buried her. He loved Bess so much. He fell to his knees in front of the mound where she was buried, and then he threw himself on the mound and he sobbed like you had never heard anyone sob before. And as he lay there on the mound, a rattlesnake emerged from the back of the mound and bit him right on the throat. He had no chance to live. Jonathan Nicholas is dead. And I said, so, do you come to laugh at me? He said, no. I come to have my fortune told. It is not wise to laugh in the face of fortune.